His Excellency President Teodoro Obiang Nguema of Equatorial Guinea, His Excellency President Macky Sall of Senegal and Chairperson of the African Union, His Excellency Moussa Faki Mahamat, Chairperson of the African Union Commission, heads of states and governments, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. My name is Naomi Ayot Oyaro. I am here with Ahmed Ibrahim Abdi to deliver a pledge on behalf of 205 civil society organizations in Africa. When humanitarian crises strike, we African civil society organizations are often the first to notice and to respond to the needs that emerge in communities for shelter, food, water, healthcare, or education. When crises persist, as they too often do, we do not leave. We are committed to supporting communities from emergency through recovery and to ensuring that we also contribute to long-term development and to peace. We complement the work of governments, regional economic communities, and the African Union to assist disaster-affected populations. We, African civil society, pledge to continue serving communities as frontline responders. We pledge to meet emergency needs without simply offering temporal band-aid. We pledge to continue to contribute our knowledge of local and national contexts to ensure humanitarian responses help to resolve root causes of need and vulnerability, build peaceful contexts where people can thrive, tackle inequality, and support development. We pledge to advance African solutions by challenging the existing power imbalances within the humanitarian system. We will contribute to humanitarian planning and decision-making and work alongside all humanitarian actors.
We pledge to help raise the alarm and communicate the agency needs for more funding because there must be additional, quicker and more reliable support to meet the humanitarian needs in Africa. We pledge to help our countries, regions and continents to identify and pursue new ways of financing humanitarian needs and to make the most of existing resources. We pledge accountability to the people in need of humanitarian assistance. We will hold ourselves to the highest standards of transparency and quality. We will work with governments to fulfill their obligations and regional and international human rights and humanitarian law and remind them of the actions required by AU policies and frameworks, such as allocating 15% of the national budgets to healthcare and 10% to agriculture. We will hold donors accountable to the commitments to burden share under the Global Compact on Refugees, for their moral responsibility to compensate African states for loss and damage due to climate change, and for their groundbreaking commitments to increase quality and more multi-year funding to local and national actors. We pledge to collaborate with each other, to coordinate our activities, and to contribute our voices and perspectives to address the efforts of the African Union and the future AU humanitarian agency. We therefore request to be involved in the operationalization of the African Union Humanitarian Agency in its future structures.